You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome to Red Devil Newsbeat, your roundup of the day's top stories you need to know. I'm Rodney McKenna. With me is Mackenzie Kirkendall, the Mid-South Beat anchor. Sports Beat anchor Raina Katko will join us later in the show. But first, here's the news from around the world. A Powerball winning ticket was sold in Wisconsin. One lucky person matched all 6 numbers for the $768 million jackpot. This is the third biggest prize in U.S. lottery history. The biggest jackpot was in 2016, with the prize reaching $1.5 billion. The next drawing is Saturday, with the jackpot resetting to $40 million. Social media is no longer tolerating supremacy. Just 2 weeks after the deadly shooting at 2 mosques in New Zealand, Facebook and Instagram are banning rhetoric supporting white nationalism. Facebook says through conversations with academics and members of civic organizations, the company determined white nationalism and white supremacy are too closely related. Users who search for terms under the umbrella of white supremacy will be directed to organizations aimed at helping people leave hate groups. Breakdancing is one step closer to becoming an Olympic event. It's part of a push to give a youthful spin to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. The International Olympic Committee Executive Board is backing a recommendation to bring new sports to the legendary event. They include breakdancing, skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing. A final decision will only be taken at the end of next year's Olympics. Now here's Mackenzie Kirkendall with today's Mid-South Beat.
Good morning. Mississippi teachers will receive a $1,500 pay raise in upcoming school years. The pay raise will add more than $75 million to the state budget. Lawmakers could increase spending of the state revenue next year by $200 million. The raise will count towards regular paychecks and continue in the future. Federal and state lawmakers are urging the Tennessee Valley Authority to do more to secure Memphis's drinking water. Congressman Steve Cohen and State Senator Brian Kelsey want the TVA to clean up the coal ash that is threatening an underground aquifer. As of now, the toxins are near a retired plant on President's Island. The lawmakers say the TVA has known about this threat since 2016 and isn't acting fast enough. The TVA officials say they are already working on it, but removing dangerous chemicals could take as long as 20 years. The city of Memphis wants to know your ideas to fill a soon-to-be massive vacancy in Overton Park. By 2024, the Memphis College of Art will close and Brooks Museum will move to a new space downtown. Ideas are already being pitched, and the city says everything is on the table. The deadline to pitch your ideas is fast approaching, so make sure to get yours in. A local elementary school is helping its students succeed by helping their parents.
Kate Bunn Elementary School offers an ESL class for parents of their students. The result? Parents are now helping with homework, participating at school, and fueling a sense of community.
Vamos a hacer la pregunta y alguien más nos va a contestar.
One of the challenges we face as educators that we have parents sometimes that don't really understand what it is that we're doing in school.
The teacher is telling you things about the instructions or what's the core, what's the curriculum. It's hard for a parent who doesn't understand the English to really say, okay, I know what my child is doing.
They want to be part of their children's lives, but it's hard when there is a language barrier.
I want to learn more English. So we needed to help parents to have access, a place where they can feel comfortable. This is not a hard class for them, that this is easy and they can learn at their own pace.
I think the one thing that touches my heart the most is that the people that are really leading this are volunteers.
My classes for my teacher is very, very good.
Do or does?
I've been through the same situation that most of the mothers that are coming to school, so I know how they feel.
Help my son.
When you have that language barrier, I can just imagine how even more stressful that can be.
We try to do like basic stuff, like simple, what is your name, teach them body parts to kind of help them.
And it has helped. I mean, when they come to the office and they're trying to speak with the teachers or they're trying to communicate with the clerical staff.
Cape Bond Elementary School is not the only school that have mixed race of nationalities here. And I could only imagine what the other schools are going through with the language barrier.
I think it is critical that we do consider this district-wide.
This program is an opportunity for the moms, the whole community. We want more parents to be aware that we have offer free classes, and they need to take advantage because their kids are our future.
Good morning, GHS. The boys' soccer teams take on Cordova tonight in what is sure to be two good matches. While the varsity team has started off strong, junior varsity is still struggling to find a team rhythm. In their first game against Kingsbury, JV players started with a lot of intensity, but that wasn't enough to keep the ball off Kingsbury's side of the field. In the end, the team lost the game, but Coach Vashon Tucker remains optimistic.
We have to face every day as if it's our first. Every game is going to be our first. So what we do is we try to look at it from the big picture. What are we trying to get? What are we trying to obtain? And we have goals for every single game that we have, from the beginning of the season all the way to the end.
The JV game against Cordova starts at 4 this afternoon, while the varsity game doesn't get going until 7. Both games are at Cordova. And we've got a score update for you. Congratulations to the Germantown baseball team, who defeated St. George's last night 3-1. Now, on to the NBA. Last night, the Memphis Grizzlies took on the Golden State Warriors at FedEx Forum. The Grizzlies started off strong, leading by the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Grizzlies continued their lead, with Mike Conley making a three-pointer to become the Grizzlies' all-time leading scorer. By the end of the first half, Golden State's Draymond Green makes a final court pass to Kevin Durant for a layup, and the Warriors grabbed the lead by halftime. The Grizzlies continued to play hard, but couldn't get ahead in the second half. Warriors won 118-103. That's it for your sports beat. Rodney, back to you.
Thanks, Raina. Taking a look at the weather in the coming days. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy skies with a high of 72 degrees. But Saturday is a different story. You'll want to grab an umbrella when you leave the house. There's a 90% chance of rain with a high of 67 degrees. That's it for Red Devil News Beat. Thanks for tuning in this week.